My name is Dedo, and today I want to bring you up to date with the latest improvement of our proven and amazing FELLONI lights. FELLONIs are a family of multi-LED panel lights which have found worldwide recognition. The FELLONIs are perfectly suitable for medium-sized or small studios and a wonderful tool even for the smallest team. The new generation, the FELLONI2, has perfect color rendition and comes in many different versions. The FELLONI2 features an increased light output over the previous generation, approximately 25% more. Several studios have been lit exclusively with FELLONI lights, like the studio of the United Nations, some Al Jazeera studios, and many others. As with all of our LED lighting equipment, we have been working very hard for many years to achieve the best possible values for color quality. We know that the original Cri evaluation is no longer of any use because it is based only on 8 colors, pastel colors. For years now, we have been evaluating Cri with 15 colors, including the very important red R9 and skin tone R13. But then, even this is not really indicative for perfect color when seen with a digital camera. Therefore, the TLCI standard, Television Lighting Consistency Index, which has been adopted by the European Broadcasting Union, brings us again a big step closer to the reality of color rendition as seen by a digital camera. But TLCI is based on studio cameras, working with 3 CCD sensors, whilst many other professional and semi-professional cameras that are used everywhere work with CMOS sensors. Unfortunately, we had to find out that different CMOS sensors in different cameras, even from the same manufacturer, show LED light in a different way. Such cameras see daylight all in a similar way, also halogen, and to some extent also fluorescent light and HMI light. But the color rendition from LEDs is shown in such a way that it has become very difficult and demanding to match it to traditional light sources. Now, we're very proud that the latest generations of our LED lights, and also the FELLONI2, achieved this very demanding task not only for one, not only for several, but practically for all CMOS cameras that we have tested. How do we do this? We light one side of a face with a reference light, the other side with LED light to be tested, and we judge whether the rendition of skin tones match. As reference for tungsten, we use halogen lights with 3000, 3200 and 3400 Kelvin. For daylight, we try to see this in the most practical way as it makes more sense for the professional, using as a reference light the KinoFlow daylight lamps, which are widely used and have become a worldwide standard. In practical life, for the professional, these lamps are the ones that very often need to be matched. We have to be perfectly aware of the fact that this is the most demanding, but also in reality a rare occasion, where key and fill light on the same person will be composed of different characters of light sources, traditional and LED. In the most normal conditions, key and fill light should be from identical light sources, identical character, regardless whether they are focusing lights or soft lights or reflected light. Still, trying to match traditional light sources with LED light sources is the most demanding task, and we're very proud to have achieved very good results that need no or absolutely minimal corrections. There were some LED lighting equipments that had been built with the option of adding some green or magenta to overcome the differences in rendition by different CMOS cameras. Since we now believe that we've come far enough to minimize these differences, there seems to be no longer any need to add green or magenta when we can provide very high color quality, where we don't see any noticeable differences anymore when doing such extremely critical tests. Here are some of the tests that we've done with different skin tones, because different skin tones can show different reactions. Therefore we work with Scandinavian skin tone, very pale, Mexican skin tone, coffee brown Ethiopian skin tone, and real black Angolan skin tone. One side of the face is lit with our reference light, and the other side with the LED light to be tested. I believe these results are as close as anybody can get these days when using many different cameras. We find that Alexa camera and Red camera may be the most forgiving ones. Whilst only a little while ago the shifts in color rendition, even between cameras of the same manufacturer, were quite noticeable and needed to be corrected. Such as, for example, the Canon 5D Mark II, which showed some green hue which needed as correction 1/8 magenta, minus green. And the Canon 5D Mark III needed an even higher degree of correction, about 1/4 minus green magenta. Now we're very proud that it appears that those corrections are no longer needed. Those are the results that we achieve with the regular FELLONI2. Now there is also the FELLONI dedocolor. The FELLONI dedocolor is yet one step closer to perfection of full and saturated color rendition. At a slightly higher cost, this series is available with identical qualities and versions. Very important. Battery operation. Battery operation has become a very desirable quality for mobile teams. All FELLONIs are ideal companions for the smallest teams because of their extreme light-to-power efficiency. Therefore, they are also eminently suitable for battery operation, which for the small team offers desirable benefits. Each FELLONI comes with a folding diffuser which can be added to provide a more human character of light. For the most gentle version, a folding softbox can be attached, providing super homogeneous and gentle light for interview lighting or any lighting where people might otherwise be disturbed by the harsh character usually found with LED panel lights. All of the FELLONIs are suitable to be mixed with our huge range of focusing LED lights, which come in 10-watt version as LEDzilla, or also in a 2x 10-watt bicolor version of the LEDzilla, a perfect onboard light, but also eminently suitable for many other lighting tasks. The next size is the 20-watt DLED light, also wonderful because of its low power consumption. The bicolor version of this light works with 2x 20 watt in order to eliminate the loss in light output, as you have it with many other multi-LED panel lights in bicolor version. The same is now true for our 40-watt lights, which come in daylight or tungsten, or again in bicolor version 2x 40 watt. The next bigger size may be regarded as a little bit heavy for the run and gun shooting. Not really handbag size, but like very much even in mobile use for scenic or drama lighting, or wherever higher light output levels are demanded. All of these focusing dedolights in LED version work with no fan, no noise. The biggest of our focusing LED studio lights is the DLED 12.1 with 250 watt. This is the ideal companion in the big studio when used in conjunction with the new LEDrama family of lights. This one works with a very modern double heat pipe system and two very, very slow moving fans. Therefore, it produces an absolute minimum of noise in comparison to many other similar lights which produce up to 8 times or 10 times the noise level. Therefore, the combination of the 250 watt DLED 12.1 with the LEDrama lights provides a lot of reach, versatility and punch and a minimum of noise, whilst the LEDrama is totally noiseless, no fan cooling needed. With all these many different versions of our LED lights, as panel lights and focusing lights, we cover the needs for unique light output and reach for the biggest studio all the way to the needs of the smallest team running around with handbag-sized kits.